2 on, 1 out.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Runner. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder, number 21.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's been a great free agent sign.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Ball outside. Throw to third. Safe. Double steal.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Second and third here. 1 away. Just missed. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run is in. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run single, and it's 8-4.
The catcher, Luis Campusano.
On the ground, could be 2. To Kingery for 1, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Cubs 8, Padres 4. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Back here at the friendly confines, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Vasquez, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. The 0-2.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it remains 2-2. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Out, number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Corner up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. That one catches the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's down and in. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Que bomama, de puta.
Tap foul at the plate. Payoff pitch. On the ground to third. On to first. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they still lead it by a count of 8-4. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Johnson.
Bate só, não.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw off the mark, and he's in there. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him. Runner at third, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. Now a 3-run game. It's 8-5.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. High throw, and he's safe with a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Bogarts stands at second with no outs. That's ripped. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Edward Cabrera gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Duro.
Now
pitching change here, Colin Ray.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Jake Cronenworth.
1 out, man at first. Now the DH for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 2. Lined into left center, base hit. Lead runner around second. Lead runner holds at
Bravo.
third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
These hitters are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Kay Friends, bang. Spår. Set fly miss.
No, that's low.
Algo, na minha algo. Boa, normalmente tu dá home run. Spår. Men är den tidigt med menos säkert på. Bang.
2 on, 1 out. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1.
Bang, så.
Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's now 8-7.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
He's trying for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Safe. That wasn't close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Milner also getting ready. Right through there for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count. That's a really good take.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the ground to the left, and it's just foul. That was close. On the ground, right side. Horner over to first, and that is the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Padres 7. You're watching Padres baseball on the show, San Diego. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back.
That's a hit.
Iba illa, bro.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Kevin Alcantara will hit next.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Amaya aboard here at first with nobody out. Late on that fastball.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Scott Kingery.
To the right side. France tossed to second, and that's a double play. Wow.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Ian Happ up to hit. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. And a foul ball. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Johnson on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 8 and the Padres 7. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Stepping in, Nick Castellanos.
The right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Let's see who's the hero. Solo home run, Nick. Bounce for 4.
The Cubs bullpen with some action. Jacob Webb up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. The 1-0. Fought off foul.
Mr. Claro, man.
Fastball for a strike. 1-2. Ray pitching for the 20th time this season. He joined the team as a free agent. That just misses, and that's ball 2. Line drive, and this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Nope, that's away.
Man at second. That's ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases. Castellanos on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Bryce Johnson, the next up for the Padres. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Bambo.
And fouled off.
Tá bom, tá bom.
Here's 0-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Hat under it. And there's one down.
Yeah, that's right.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Xander Bogart.
Just missed.
Cara, se vai arriba, né? Se vai arriba com Deus, bom.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, one out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Duro só.
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. The Padres with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. One now. In the air, right field. He's got it, and that's the third out. Padres with the run scoring double, all even now at 8 apiece.
Vediamo tutto come si scorta Real back, obrigado.
Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Alex Bregman getting ready to hit.
Bregman.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
The 0-1.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a ball popped up. Machado. And there's one down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him. If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. His 18th home run of the season, and that's how they take the lead. It's 9-8.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. Yo, 1. Fastball almost got him there.
Eu vou small só. Tem uma neon.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
The batter,
Had him way out front of the slur.
Designated hitter, Matt Shaw.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Swing and a bouncer. Bogarts to first.
He's out.
They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now a 9-8 ball game.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Cubs,
We're in the 7th.
number
We have a new pitcher on the
71,
mound. Jacob Webb. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Now Machado
Leading
up
off for
here.
San Diego,
1 for
the
3.
shortstop, Manny Machado.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
That's a ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Jake Cronenworth on deck for the Padres. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting a
number
job
9,
done when the team
designated
needs you to
hitter,
come
Jake
through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. The Cubbies holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Jake Cronenworth will touch them all. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 10-9. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
4.55 zagueiro.
Ty France now at the plate.
Cansaco tudo.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.